Ronan's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews, to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTuber Ronan. And I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of Reserved Seats. Tonight, we control the horizontal, control the vertical. I want to say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to say hello to a few people who have joined us here in the live chat. My co-host on Live from Sparkwood 21, the host of Friday Night Last Call, co-host of Geeky Geezers, Last Call, Troy Shelley, and the host of Geeky Geezers, co-host of Friday Night Last Call, my co-host on Live from Sparkwood 21, Aged Boomer, channel member JPRPH1, all right. Good to see everyone here. Hope everyone is staying cool. It is extremely warm out, especially where I am. We were near, I think we got up to 97 today. It's still 81. I have like 2 fans on me right now, so you probably hear them. So I'm going to do my best to not pass out. Oh my! It's going to be that kind of summer, folks. So all right, tonight is going to be a fun show. I have a first-time guest, the host of the Physical Media Show, Wednesdays at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Greg of FanZcene Vids. Good to see you, sir. Good to
Hola. How are you?
Right on. Doing very well. Doing very well. Trying not to like I said, trying not to die.
Is it hot or something?
Of heat stroke. Yeah. Very hot. No. I mean, it's no, I always enjoy randomly passing out.
Well, folks, that was a good show tonight. Yeah, for Steven, Deleted Scenes.
I'm in the bag. All right. Now,
you can take your camera off because I know you're hot. You don't
no. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I just switched things. Do you have my change of clothing? Because you know that I like to do like a wardrobe change every 20 minutes. I mean, it has to be done. You know, gives me time. Hi. Good evening. It's a little crazy around here. It's the evening. Hi. I am your host. I need to act like it, don't I? Yeah. Okay. So Greg. First time on the show. Thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule to finally join us. We've been talking about doing this for a while, and I was asking some people if they had I'm trying to get like some first time guests because I can't beg Bill and Connie to come on every time. Please do my show.
Reach out. You never know who will respond to you. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes you can feel like you're reaching out to them and you never get a reply back. Been there, done that, still doing that. But you never know. Sometimes you just got to reach out and send that message. Yeah.
Markiplier. If you're not busy, this Iron Lung was awesome. All right.
I guess I grew up in the same neighborhood as Markiplier.
Really?
No lie.
Right on.
No.
Cool.
I actually moved away before. He's younger than me, so I moved away from that neighborhood. So I never got to meet him or anything. So, but we did live in the same neighborhood at one point in time.
Cool. Have you seen Iron Lung?
I have not yet seen Iron Lung yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping for a physical release so I can buy it.
I'm hoping so too. It certainly deserves it, I think. And it's I mean, we're kind of stuck with it being on YouTube right now.
Well,
I bought it to be supportive. I get it, but hopefully it's going to get a physical here soon.
As far as I know, he's going to do a physical, but he's doing it on himself. Which, I know, I say I'm against streaming and everything, but the way he's doing it is the right way to do it.
Yeah,
because he's doing it all independently, and he's creating this new system for these directors, independent directors like him and everything, where he did it all himself. He made the movie all himself. He put it in theaters himself. And now he's created basically a new system on YouTube so that this movie and other movies like that other people will do can go on YouTube. And that's a great thing, really. And also he wants to, release it physically, which I do. He said he's probably even going to have to buy machines to make the Blu-rays and DVDs, but he wants to keep it all himself, because there's no studio, nothing involvement. It's all just independently him.
Yeah,
which is a great thing.
It's great, and it's a good film, and that last half hour is pretty wild. I don't want to go. I won't go too far into it and ruin it for you, but it goes into an area I was not expecting. That's for sure, and it's a good film. I don't know anything about the video game. I don't know a whole lot about it, so. But based on what I've heard, he pretty much follows it. So, if anybody in the chat has played Iron Lung or is at least familiar with the lore, let us know what you think. Or if you've seen the movie, let us know what you think.
All I know is if it's Lovecraftian, I'm cool. I love H.P. Lovecraft.
It definitely is
Lovecraftian stories. So I'm down with that.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one thing I know that you're not down with, and I kind of wanted to ask about this.
OPP?
Anyway. And well, that goes without saying. I mean, you know me.
You know me.
Yeah. So, anyway, you just did a video about this situation going on in the UK with Sony and Studio Canal, where they just pulled 551 or are about to pull 551 titles off
movies
of
and
PlayStation.
TV shows. Yeah.
And I found out earlier this is actually not the first time they've done this. They did it a couple of years ago. They pulled some 230 odd titles there as well.
Yes, I believe back in 2023.
Something, about that. Yeah. And so this is not a new situation, and this is why we keep stressing this. Why you stress it like I stress it. Bill and I were talking. We were on like a whole other. We're supposed to be talking about Westerns, but we talked about because we always say at the beginning of the show, because we have to talk about the YouTube guidelines, or people will just say, "Oh, where's the movie? Oh, this sucks." We can't because it's copyright. That's why we always say at the beginning, physical media is the way to go because it can't be taken away from you. We can go on and show 1883 on Cosme because for right now, Fandango at home has it. Mm-hmm. That may not be forever.
May not be, no.
And we don't know where this deal that Taylor Sheridan has with Universal, because he's going from Paramount to Universal.
Yeah.
we don't know what that's going to do to things. Does that mean that, Paramount is no longer going to have the rights after that point? And where does this programming go? So
it's true. I mean, just look at it from the beginning. There's like, Peacock got the rights to Yellowstone, not Paramount. You know, but I mean, it's all sort of under that. Paramount should still, like, the Yellowstone universe or whatever the Sheridan shows that he's created for them should all still be with Paramount, because they should still own that licensings. But you really don't know, because I don't see them taking that to Universal. I see him just creating new stuff over there. You never know. He could take Tulsa King and all that over there. You really don't know. But like, as far as like the removing of stuff from streaming, it very rarely does happen in the US, but it has happened in the US, and it is something to always to be on the lookout for, because with license agreements and stuff, it's worse now than it was like with cable or traditional broadcast TV, because now there's so many different streaming services and digital outlets that you never know where who will own the license to stream what. And it's this why I, like you stress and I've stressed, is it's always important to at least buy your favorites on a physical copy. Because I know I get that a lot from people, is like, I don't have space, I can't buy everything, I'm not paying $40 for a Vinegar Syndrome title. Dude, that's cool. You don't have to do that. There's still DVDs, there's still Blu-rays. You don't have to buy the 4K box set, everything. I will, because I'm a collector like that, and I like that. But if you like Terminator 2, which is one of the movies that is going to be pulled from the Studio Canal UK thing, is like, if you like Terminator 2, that's a mass movie. That's on DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K. Super. You can get the 4K for like $10. 4K sucks, by the way, because James Cameron destroyed it with his stuff. But like, no, that movie's like, that's a one-time payment. You'll have Terminator 2 for the rest of your life. Like a $5 DVD. You want to buy that? Buy that. Please. That's what I'm saying. If you want to buy a CD, buy a CD. If you want to buy a vinyl, buy a vinyl. If you want to buy a hardback book, a comic book, buy that. It's always important to have this, because it's something tangible, something that's yours, it's ownership, it can't be changed and edited. Now, is there a worry that because we've had it coming soon, as well as like with Crocodile Dundee, they edited that, and all new physical media copies will be the new edited version of Crocodile Dundee. And there's rumors now that Michael Mann may have edited out some words from Manhunter, and that's supposed to be getting 4K soon. So like, there is a worry that could happen in the future, but that is very much few and far between, and not something to completely worry about. It's more the streaming aspect is what you got to worry about, because for the most part, that's not really going to happen with physical media. For the most part, I mean, yes, it has happened, but it's something not to be worried about at this moment in time. Could it happen? Possibly. But at this moment in time, physical media is still the best way to see the movie, music, books, whatever, without editing. And also, like, there's older like a lot of these movies as well too, because like you and me, we will buy those obscure B movies nobody's heard of, nobody's seen, Bikini Car Wash. Not everybody's going to buy something like that, right? I will. You might.
No.
But like, most people want like Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. They're like you were talking Westerns. They want their John Waynes. They want their Clint Eastwoods. All that is mass produced for the general masses. And there are DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS and Laserdisc. Are those still pretty readily available? So if you want that, buy that, because it's better than worrying about whether it's going to be censored, changed, or taken away from a license due to a license agreement on some digital streaming platform. There's my little rant for you. I'm not a Tom rant, but there's my little rant for you.
No, if we had a Tom rant, I'd just sit back and we're fine. There goes the next 20 minutes. We're good. The trouble is he's starting to be right with a lot of this stuff. So
he is. People don't like to know that Tom is right a lot of the times.
He is.
Sometimes he is.
And the thing with me, though, is he sees the things in, specifically, when it comes to 4K. And I wasn't sold on 4K at first, really, until you guys really started bringing it up and getting into it on the show. And in fact, I have you and Tom to thank for even physically buying a 4K player, because I was like in the store and I finally made the plunge. I said, fuck it, I'm going to buy one of these things. And I don't have a 4K TV is the thing. And that's what was stopping me in a way. And I really don't want to have to go out and like buy one when the TV that I have is still working perfectly fine. But what sold me, well, number one, you guys, thank you once again for finding me a decent player. And then thanks to Corey, Wilkie's Movies and Music, for actually showing me the ins and outs so it doesn't like skip on me, which like my old Blu-ray player used to do. And I finally figured out how to work the damn thing. And so, because I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff. What really sold me on 4K was watching The Thing.
That's a great 4K.
And this is a movie that I have seen, I don't know how many times through the years. Even saw it as an itty bitty little kid when I shouldn't have been, but I watched it. And but when I saw the 4K, I was noticing these little details within the creature itself. And it was like, was that there before? Did they add that? Was that arm sticking out right there before? And I'm like, it was just so much detail.
It's beautiful
that I had never noticed. Never on VHS, certainly never on television, never on Blu-ray. And it was just like I was watching a whole new movie. And I did.
Go ahead.
I did something I'd never done watching The Thing before. I got scared.
Nice.
Like,
I love that.
Whoa.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
We're in trouble here.
Now, see, so that's. Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. I want you to finish.
No. It was, again, it was just like watching this movie that I had seen probably a good 100 times. Probably not quite that many, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Enough where I can say the entire script back to the screen as they're doing it, you know. And just seeing this detail that I had never noticed and questioning myself and going, am I having a Mandela effect moment? But no, it's the same film. They didn't add anything. They didn't cut anything out. I think they did add like little bits here and there. Like
no, the same movie has not been tampered.
I'm noticing these little details, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold. And it was the same way with for me in Blu-ray when I saw 2001. Again, noticing details that I hadn't noticed before because of the crispness of the picture. Yeah. Same way with DVD in Blade Runner. The first VHS my dad ever bought was Blade Runner.
Nice.
So, to me, it's like Blade Runner is like the test.
Oh, the Blade Runner 4K is beautiful.
Yeah.
So. But no, like that's like you had that experience and you don't even have a 4K TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So like imagine if you ever get your 4K TV, because that helps with because I have the 4K TV, I have the 4K player, that like with HDR10 plus or even Dolby Vision, that makes that movie look so much more beautiful. It'll change your life with a 4K TV. And if it changed your life with just a regular HD 1080p, I assume, TV that you have and a 4K player, wait till you get a 4K TV and see it that way. Yeah. It's one of the best 4Ks. And yes, I understand that there's problems with the 4K format. I know not everybody wants it. Yeah, it is. And once again, like so many people do get upset over this, is like the 4K format is like within the world of physical media, it's become niche. It's like a niche movement. 4K is like within the small niche within the niche. Okay, so like most of the collectors, like myself, Tom, now you, will buy a 4K, right? Because that's what we do. We like that, and we're willing to test that out as well to see what it is. And not all the time are they great. Some of the transfers, especially like we mentioned earlier, James Cameron transfers, who use AI and smear and stuff, some of those aren't great, you know. But once you get a movie like The Thing, looks incredible, and you realize how good of a 4K, because there's moments where you can get a really good 4K and it's like you're putting in a 35 millimeter print of the film. And that's what 4K is designed to supposed to be like. Is like it's the highest quality to where it feels like you are actually watching a print of the film like you would back in the theater back in the day when they actually had them on a reel. I mean, it is a digital file, but it's done in a way where it looks like that. That's why if they leave the grain intact and the certain things intact and keep the color the way it's supposed to be, that's when it will look like a film. That's what it's supposed to. And then you get people like James Cameron who want to smudge it, make it look like it's a streaming show. So there's caveats. What can you do?
I don't want to ignore the chat because a few people joined us.
I know FKCH wants you to buy wild horses.
Oh, we'll get into that in a second. But before that, and hello, Tim, channel member. At the end of Supergirl, Lobo becomes sheriff of Worley County, Georgia. There you go. And he will now be played by Claude Akins. Almost said Rains.
Yeah, that's from Dudes vs. Monsters, man.
Wrong Claudes. Wild horses. Yeah. Okay, there's a story to this. During our Western Cinema show, Bill had hit on the idea of a movie called Wild Horses. And this is a movie that is starring and directed by Robert Duvall.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, Robert Duvall. You know, how about it this way? Josh Hartnett, James Franco. There's a bunch of other people in it. It's a decent cast.
Mm-hmm.
He put his wife in it. Mistake. Beautiful woman. Can't act to save her life, but she's there. It's not a good film. It is edited together by a pack of squirrels. The story makes no sense. It ends with, and I don't mind giving anything away.
You don't have to worry. I've seen it.
I'm not really sure there's anything in it to give away, to be honest with you. Anyway, because the ending of the film has to do because Duvall, at the end of it, because he is responsible for the death at the beginning of the film. So, the villain must pay. You racist old white man, because of course. And so he's gone, and it's a matter of, okay, who's going to get the ranch? Which of his sons, Hartnett or Franco? Obviously, it's not going to be Franco because he can't leave the gay kid in charge because racist old white man. So, okay, Hartnett's going to get the ranch. Everybody's happy, la-di-da, let's go. And no. So we find out that the housekeeper's daughter is actually his daughter. So she gets the ranch. Yeah. And then the very ending of the movie is these three people who we have not seen in the whole entire film, who are suddenly riding around on the ranch like they own the place, and apparently now do. And, it's like, oh, isn't this so great that we're here? I'm glad that you're my brother. I'm glad that you're my sister. And they go riding off, and we're like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just, I cannot explain the plot of that film. I cannot do it coherently because the movie's not doing it coherently.
No, I've seen it.
It's oh god, I don't know what happened there. Robert Duvall, God fucking bless you, but damn, I don't know what that was about.
I don't
No,
know
I don't know
either.
what that was about. A synopsis, please. Go to Wikipedia. Go to Google. So, yeah, that is a movie I will not be. I will not have a copy of either physically or digitally, and I don't want to see that movie ever again.
Come on, Steven, you gotta buy Wild Horses. It's gotta be in your
No,
collection.
no, it doesn't. And hello, of course, to DJ Ronnie G. I did not forget you. Good to see you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what about you? Is there something that you've seen either recently or in the past that someone suggested to you, or maybe that you picked up because you thought it might look good, but then you saw it and you went, "This is complete urine."
Good question. Good question. See, you've watched my show. You know, we watch a lot of movies, lots of movies.
You do.
Most of the time, what I bring on is stuff I like, because that's what I do. I buy what I like.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's something I've bought recently or not too long ago where maybe I've just, because I typically don't blind buy or anything like that. I know, no, that because I actually like that movie. That's a really good question, because like I've cultivated my collection to the point where it's what I like. It's what I plan on, because I'm not somebody who, like, once again, I don't buy everything. I don't need to buy every single Criterion release. I don't need to buy every single release ever. I buy the movies I like and I want to see, and that I can see myself watching when I'm older, over and over again. Because like I can't do YouTube forever, and I don't even know if I'll ever make it through my collection all the way through. You know, twice. At least once I will make it through once, because everything I own I've pretty much seen. So I've at least watched them once, maybe twice, but not everything twice. Well, I've seen like the thing, like you mentioned, thing. I've seen like the thing like 20 times, but you know what I'm getting at. But I'm trying to think, because I know, like I was recommended Long Legs, and I did actually like Long Legs. Other than I was confused. Not confused. I was frustrated by the ending of that movie.
And I'm glad that you kind of brought that up, because Boomer and I did a show recently where we were talking about Long Legs, because there's been a few movies that we've been wanting to talk about that we've both seen, and I've had him on a couple of times recently. One of the times was with Long Legs, and he brought up something, and this makes me want to rewatch the movie, because I couldn't answer this question, and it's a very simple question. What is the ultimate plan? Why is he, the Long Legs character, Nicolas Cage, doing this? What is the ultimate goal? Okay, is he trying to bring the devil back to earth? As he says, above ground.
Yeah, because he's still a little triangle thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Is he what is the okay? And say you do that, then what? Wouldn't the goal be, okay, you kill like 7 people during a full moon or something, and that'll make you, and I was thinking about that, and I go, he's right. What exactly is the ultimate goal? Psycho Killer, not a good movie.
I've heard that. I haven't seen it though.
It is like one of those so bad it's kind of funny. It is entertaining because you're just laughing at it.
Right.
But the killer's goal in that film ultimately is he's going cross country so he can blow up 3 Mile Island. I am not making this up. He's going to blow up 3 Mile Island because he thinks that this will bring the devil back to earth and party time. Again, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but there is a goal, and it is stated. Whether or not you think the execution is there or not. Just watch it for Malcolm McDowell because he's sufficiently Malcolm McDowell-y.
Yeah.
But Talking Heads. And unfortunately, the song is not in the movie.
The song is in the movie.
The song is not in the film. And you think it would be.
The song is in the movie The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I haven't watched that in ages. I need to watch that again.
Great movie. Now, I would, like, as far as, like, his goal for Longlegs, about Satan, what it is like, I was watching it, and it feels like his goal is, like, he's killing these people in a ritual random of, like, create this triangle to bring, and he's like, saying that, a piece of him is everywhere. So there's a theory that he himself was the devil himself. Longlegs was. So like I was looking into some of that. So like I think his ultimate goal was he was trying to prove that he could get people to do evil things from the devil, and that like he can make that spread from them on out. Like that's how he can take over. Is like, because he's not the one himself killing people. No. But he is in a way, because he's putting in essence a piece of himself in that orb inside the freaking creepy ass doll's heads, which I had to like look away every time he showed that doll with the glowing eyes. I was like, nah, that shit's scary. But no, like there's like a piece of him in that ball. And if you notice, like she can't destroy it at the end. So it's like a piece of that. You're like, it's gone out into these people, and it's basically like now there's a piece of Satan in each of these people, causing them to do evil things, thus spreading the evil hatred throughout the world. As she's trying to stop that. That's sort of where I was getting at. But once again, that ending is so frustrating to me, because she can stop that shit right there, and she freezes. And I don't want to hear no shit about, she's traumatized because her mama's there and all that. She knows what's going to happen. She knows once her boss and his wife walk into the kitchen that he's going to kill her. And she just stands there. That's like the most frustrating part of that movie to me. Is like, you finally get to the ending, you don't quite nail that ending. They just don't. But other than that, it's actually a pretty decent movie. I like it better than I anticipated, because once it is a slow burn, but once it gets rolling, it is very much like Silence of the Lambs meet X-Files type of situation. Yeah, and with supernatural elements and everything. And Nicolas Cage is great, even though he looks like one of the white chicks. He's great in the movie. I mean, he's scary, and he's also funny at the same time. Because like when he's done that, Daddy, Mommy, it's great. It's like Nick Cage.
Here she is, the birthday girl.
He's really creepy too. So like, it's just like starts rolling really well, and then you get to the end, and you're like, come on. But no, I enjoyed it better. That was recommended to me from Michelle from Force of Light. She asked me about it, and I was like, no, I've never seen that. And so we talked about that. But I was trying to think, like, I don't like, because like if there's a movie that I've gotten that I really, really did not like. Oh, I could tell you one. Psycho Gorman.
You didn't like that one?
I hated that fucking movie.
Huh. I've never seen it, movie? But I've never seen it. But it's like everybody was just like kind of glazing it. And I'm almost kind of afraid to see it.
I can tell you exactly why they were glazing it. That is a piece of. I don't even know if the word woke is the right word for it, but it's a horrible, horrible movie. I thought it would be good because everybody was talking about it, and it's like, it's like this 90s monster Power Rangers type thing, and it's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. That sounds kind of interesting. It's a horrible movie. I bought it, and I got rid of that Blu-ray. It was awful. It was just an awful, awful movie. It's about this little girl who's like this mean as shit little girl who doesn't give a crap. She's always beating her brother at everything. making him do stupid shit. Their dad doesn't work. He stays at home and watches TV all day. The mom goes out and work and does everything for the family. And then she uncovers Psycho Gorman in their backyard or somewhere, who's this monster from another planet that was like the most evil monster, but whatever, this thing, whatever. And she uncovers him and she can control him. And he wants to lay waste to the entire universe. So she lets him lay waste to the whole entire universe. Because and there's this literally this scene where she goes and it's like I never finished the movie because there's this scene where this little like 10-year-old girl goes into this room and there's a cross of Jesus on the wall and she starts praying to it. And then she got and what she does is like, now it's time for you to get out of the way because there's a new God in town. And she breaks the cross over her leg and it's time for Psycho Gorman to take over. And I'm like, I'm done. This is a shitty ass movie. It's every trope in the book. The men are stupid. The dad does nothing. The mom is this and the little girl does this. And then she lets this evil creature destroy the world. And it's like, what are we building to here? What is the point of this? Is not fun or funny. It's stupid. You're making this evil thing the hero, but he's not a hero. He's doing evil things. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't know what people were watching, what movie they were watching. That movie sucked ass. I couldn't stand it. Yeah. I honestly had never finished it. Just done with it.
Well, I would say I have not watched every movie that I have.
No.
I may have seen it, but I may not have seen the copy that I have. Mm-hmm. There are a few movies that I have that I just kind of bought blind because they looked interesting.
Yeah, I've done that too.
At
least something I think I would like.
There's a movie I very famously brought up that's like a found footage film called Five Across the Eyes. And I've only seen like a few minutes out of it. And but I've never been able to sit down and watch the whole thing. So I got to get around to doing that. It's only it's not even 90 minutes. You should be able to. But one movie that I for some reason at the same point every time I always get interrupted and I never finish it is Kronos, the Guillermo del Toro film.
Yeah,
and the old man's they're up on the roof with Ron Perlman and they're about to have the big boss fight, and that's it. I don't know what happens after.
I don't know what happens.
I mean, I have a pretty good idea. It's kind of based on where the story's going, what probably happens. I just haven't physically seen it. But I don't know if I would say that I have anything that I don't like or anything that, or at least something that I can't find something in it like. Just every once in a while, why that one?
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes there's those movies like that.
and the one where I question myself is this movie called Against the Dark, which is basically Steven Seagal's Blade.
I want to see it now. I got to see it now. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's basically it. It's vampire apocalypse, and he's Blade. It's basically it. It's not. It is a lot of this, And the real hero of the movie is his sidekick, because this guy kind of looks like The Rock. I think he actually is related to him. But yeah, I question why do I have this? Yeah, it's not the worst movie of all. I've seen worse movies than that this year. But it's not something I need to have, but I have it. But at least it's him. He's there. He's in the scene. It's not one of those movies that he made where they dubbed him over or anything. Right. He, because there are a lot of those, and they usually USA Network used to show those.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get them back to do the ADR or whatever, so
Yeah.
they would get somebody who kind of sounded more like Michael Madsen. I like that they always got the same guy to dub him over.
It makes it consistent.
But he sounds like Michael Madsen more than he does Steven Seagal, because Steven Seagal can't keep his accent straight
No.
either
No.
in any movie that he's ever done. Let's be honest. Okay,
Yeah.
I let's just put it this way. I can tell the movies that he made when he lived in Louisiana. I can tell because kind of,
Is there an accent?
Oh, so I start talking like this, sound black, go get that motherfucker, No, it's like, can we get equal here, please?
You got the Louisiana accent.
Can we remain consistent? Much like the timeline of your life, it does not. I'm sorry. You were in the CIA when? You were in Japan when?
Yeah, he was everywhere.
Okay, the guy you supposedly taught you died 3 years earlier than that, but okay.
Take my pies out of the oven.
I'm fine. We won't go into that. And hello to Troy's much better half, Netter's Network.
Good to Netter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to watch our language now. Okay.
Typically, though, you, I buy what I like. Yeah. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there like that's I see so many physical media people doing talk where they buy everything. I don't do that. I can't do that. I know Robert Meyer Burnett likes to do that because just in case his reason is just in case somebody comes over and they ask him for this movie and he doesn't have it, then he doesn't feel like a real collector. Which I get that. I understand that. I do get that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, I will get old eventually and I want to watch what I want to watch and, what I like, what I know I like. And I'm not, look, I like a lot of stuff that a lot of other people don't like as well, and stuff like that. I like some really bad, campy, cheesy B movies and everything like that.
Sure.
And heck, I even like the new Superman movie, and I know a lot of people didn't, but that's more or less because I'm a Superman fan. But I also liked Man of Steel. I also liked, Superman Returns. I like that stuff too. It's just I'm a sucker for a Superman film.
I saw that for the first time today.
The new one?
Superman, the James Gunn, yeah.
I'm sure you didn't like it.
It has moments.
It does have moments.
It just, in my opinion, it didn't have enough of them. My roommate thought it was fine. But, I just, it didn't land for me. But,
I know, and I get that too. Because I see so many people, don't listen to this person or this person. Don't listen like the Nerdrotics or don't listen to them because they're doing this and this. Like I know they didn't like Superman, but I'd rather I like them and I listen to them because I agree. I mean, their takes are pretty good, even if it is something I like. I think that's where people get something up with them is like, they feel like, oh, all the people that follow these people, they have to not like this movie because they said they don't like this movie. It's like, I like this movie. They absolutely ripped into this movie, hated this movie, but I don't care because, we're all allowed to like and dislike what we want to dislike and like, and they're pretty honest people for the most part. And so what, they're making some money off of it. Who gives a shit if they're making money off of it? Don't act like you're not on YouTube like those people, other like Angry Joe, who's out there, who's like, I'm not on this about money. Yeah, you are. You're on it about money. You got over 1 million subscribers. You're happy as shit that you're getting this engagement right now.
You're
even though people making fun of you, right? So I'm just saying, it's like, we're allowed to like people that may not like stuff we don't like, or you know what I'm saying. But anyways, like what I'm saying is like for the most part, I like what I like. I buy what I like, and I enjoy what I like, and I enjoy listening to other people's opinions, whether they don't like them or I like hearing people's opinions, even if they don't like things. Matter of fact, I find it funner when they don't like it, because then I can hear their honest opinions.
Yeah, I mean, a good critic ripping into a bad movie,
or even a good movie that you may even like,
is pretty fun, you know.
You get their honest raw opinion.
Yeah,
that's why I think Siskel and Ebert were so good, even if you didn't agree with them, is because like you could watch them and damn were they entertaining, and damn did you get to the like sometimes when they would rip into a movie you really liked, you'd be like, son of a bitch, Ebert, calm down. You know, but it's like fun and entertaining, and like even if it's like they don't like it, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, you like what you like, bro. If they don't like it, it's okay. They ain't doing you no harm. You're the one crashing out, acting all weird. But anyways, go on, Steven.
I'm trying to remember if since I've ever been on YouTube, if I ever kind of felt like I was kind of over the line in not liking a movie. Like if I was really too vitriolic or anything in a review. I don't really think I have. I'd have to look. The review that I got into the most trouble with, and people were like, why did you attack that? The very first review that I ever did was for this movie called Mad God. The Phil Tippett
stop
motion film.
Yeah.
And the problem is back then I was only doing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So you only have a minute. Back then you only had a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of made it sound like I was ripping on the films. Well, and people are like, well, this is a really artistic film and it took them so long to... I understand. It looks beautiful. It's great. I think it really says something about Hollywood that a man of Phil Tippett's stature can't get the backing on a film that he has to start and stop it over 4 years in order to get it done. I think that's unconscionable. Spielberg, where the hell are you? This is your man.
Right.
You know. My issue with it was that I thought it had made its point halfway through.
Right.
And then it just kind of stops and then repeats itself for the second half of the movie. And that was really the only issue I had with it. You know, but people thought that I meant that I was just kind of going, oh, this movie's just a complete piece of crap. No, it's not. It really isn't. I'm just saying that, you know, I thought it would have made a better short film.
Right.
And not a feature.
I get you. I get you, man.
But, you know, it's on the Shudder box set. So I'm going to watch it again because one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to review all of the movies that are in that set. Some of them I've seen already. Most of them I haven't. So,
you
know, Skinamarink. I get it. That movie's not for everybody. I like it.
You're one of the few. It's one of the few I've heard say they like it.
It is that abstract nature of it that I enjoyed, and that fact that it does leave things up to you to decide what is really going on, you know. And I know there are people who walked out of that movie, literally walked out going, well, there's no monster, there's no killer. And I'm like, are you sure about that? Because if you read between the lines of that film, and sometimes even pretty obviously something happened to the mother. Obviously something happened to the sister, because they have the whole thing of when the sister starts asking about the mother, and that's when the sister gets taken away. But before she's taken away, there's that jump scare. She doesn't have a mouth, which implied to me that was somebody trying to shut her up. And then she's not in the house anymore. So I always took that as
possibly it's an interpretation. See, this is what I'm saying is like we're all different people. We all like what we like, and we have our likes. We're not all the same. Okay, so you like that Skinamarink, and one of the few people, that I've heard
I
actually like it.
understand why. Yeah.
Exactly. But I would never like. Some people get so mad, like you're attacking them, and you're like, no, I'm not attacking you. Like the biggest, I think the biggest movie I ever, because I did a review of Halloween Ends, which I absolutely hated that movie. I hated Halloween Ends. And that's probably like I think the only review on my channel where I've done a bad review, because I don't really talk about what I don't like, because like once again I buy what I like, so I buy ones, right? So but I saw that and I had to make a review of that because it was so bad, and at the time I made it, everybody tended to agree with me. Now there's people out there that actually like Halloween Ends. God bless them. I don't know what you like about it. By all means, love the movie if you love it, but it's not a good movie. It's just not a good movie.
My opinion on that was a little mixed, because I thought this would have been a really good anthology film.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If they had done what the quote unquote the original plan was, which was to do Halloween as anthology films. So, okay, say you do the first movie, you do Michael Myers. Season of the Witch becomes the second movie. And you can't take me off of that. I like Season of the Witch. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Michael Myers is not in it. It's a good film.
I love Halloween 3. It's a great movie.
And say that you just went on down the line and did these anthology films, different storylines, different directors each time, which would have been really still give Carpenter some money, absolutely.
He needs his money.
Because he still created the whole thing. Rather you take the Michael Myers route or the anthology route. So you go all the way down the line and you get to whatever you would have called Halloween Ends if it was an anthology. You go through the whole thing of Corey Cunningham, what happens to him at the beginning of the film. He's babysitting the kid. The kid dies. He gets blamed. You could have him meeting the girl and then go, why don't I introduce you to my grandmother? And then you go to the grandmother's house and I'm going to go, holy shit, it's Laurie. Just totally not even tell anybody that Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in the film. Don't mention Laurie Strode at all. Don't have her in the any of the marketing. And you go, oh my God, this is a secret sequel.
No, see, I get it. That would work 100%. But here's the problem, because I've heard people say this before. It was like, oh, I loved Hollywood. Like, this is where they're getting to people now, because like once they get really pissed if you say you don't like the movie, it's like, oh, I loved it because it was like the true intention of what John Carpenter created. It was an anthology. Great. Yeah, it would have been awesome if that was the case. But here's the problem. There's 2 whole movies setting up a trilogy of Michael versus Laurie Strode, and in the third movie, you completely forgo that for the whole movie until the end of the movie, and it goes right back to where the second movie ended. And see, because you set off with the second movie, you set off with Laurie taking the knife, leaving the hospital like she's going to track down Michael Myers. Then you jump like 5 years ahead, or I can't remember how many years ahead.
Something like that.
All of a sudden, it's like, nah, we stopped looking for Michael. Now here's Corey, and it's like, no, you can't. Now, if this was like the Corey Cunningham, like you said, like if it did, Halloween was 2018 was Michael Myers' story, and the next Halloween Kills or whatever was not Michael Myers' focus, it was something different, Season of the Witch, and then you come back around with that. I don't think people would have complained one bit if you did that. If you had to focus on Corey, and then all of a sudden, oh, it's Laurie Strode, she's you're in the Michael Myers universe again. I probably would have liked that myself, honestly. But you derailed in a trilogy because you couldn't figure out what to do. Plus, you ripped off Christine. The guy's name, Cunningham, is taken directly from the lead character of Christine. You ripped off Psycho, Christine, and Scream all in one. Well, Scream is a ripoff of Halloween, anyways, but you ripped all this off all in one movie to completely kill him at the end of the movie, and at a pointless situation where he's like, if I can't have her, nobody can, and he kills himself, and she's fine, she lives. And then all of a sudden, here's Michael, and here's Laurie. Here's the showdown you waited from the end of Halloween Kills after an hour and a half into this movie. Well, like almost 2 hours into this movie.
Yeah.
Here's the ending to Halloween Kills. Great, and I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
It's pointless now. So that was like that's my biggest complaints with Halloween Ends. And I hate.
No.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong there because you have the right idea, but I hate when people say
it's an alternate idea. You know, I don't like where they went with the film. You know,
exactly.
It's a trilogy.
Exactly. That's my problem.
You know, now you're Ryan Johnson if you're going to do that.
Very much, and that's pretty much what he did.
Yeah.
And then, like, no, your idea was great. That would be great if they did that. I would 100% be behind that because I would like to have seen, as much as I like Halloween 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a little bit, 6 isn't too bad, but it's kind of weird.
You get into the Thorn Cult stuff. That's
the Thorn Cult stuff. Like, it's when you like, even like John Carpenter says, you're over explaining Michael Myers. He's no longer scary. The less you know about him, the better. And that's what makes the first two, even though you find out a little more in the second one, and John Carpenter doesn't like part 2, but I don't care. I still think it's a good sequel. Once again, like, that's John Carpenter. Like, John Carpenter made it, doesn't like it. I like it. I don't care. But I love John Carpenter. He's great.
Yeah.
If you would have I would like to have seen the Halloween movies turn into the anthology that they originally wanted. That would have been interesting. And you had that opportunity, like you just said, for these 3 new movies. You had that opportunity to do that. And you could even, like, it would have been a nice little wraparound because you would have had a Halloween 2018, which would, like, you know, you could even ended it with him in the fire and disappearing and them getting away. And then you move on to another Halloween movie that's different, like Season Witch or something, like you said. And then you bring it back with Corey, and then all of a sudden you bring it back around from the first minute. Now, see, that's an interesting trilogy. But I hate when people say, I liked Halloween Ends the best because it was like John Carpenter's full intention of an anthology. No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't. They derailed a movie for almost 2 hours because they couldn't think of fucking shit all to do when they should have just ended in 2 movies. They literally should have ended the Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills should have just been 2 movies. That's it. They stretched it out. Why? Because Halloween 2018 made bank. It became one of the most successful Halloween movies of all time. It made the Halloween franchise $1 billion franchise. That's why they stretched it out into 3 movies. So, and they set it up as a trilogy of Michael and Laurie, and then now we're getting to the point now. There's they were going to make a TV series on Halloween. That's been canceled. It seems like it's been canceled.
Thank
Hasn't
goodness.
been confirmed, but it's probably been canceled. But there's rumors that there's going to be a 50th anniversary movie because the 50th anniversary is coming up in like 2 years or a year. So it's coming up very soon. The 50th anniversary of Halloween. Please don't bring back Laurie. Please don't bring back Laurie. We don't need her. The movies were actually more Donald Pleasance than they were Laurie Strode's, and I think people forget that because of the 3 new movies and Jamie Lee Curtis and Halloween H2O, which I think Halloween H2O is by far the best Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween sequel outside of part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
But it was mostly Donald Pleasance's movie, personally. The franchise was. So, like, it's unlike Scream, which is Neve Campbell's movie, plain and simple. That's Neve Campbell's story, whether you like it or not. Sidney Prescott is the star of Scream. Laurie Strode is not the star of Halloween. Donald Pleasance and Michael Myers is the star of Halloween. That's the truth of the matter, whether you like it or not. But anyways,
the sad thing is we don't have.
Yeah, sadly, Donald Pleasance passed away. Yeah.
Even though the double they got for him
was really good.
Yeah.
They needed a little bit better of a voice actor, but
yeah. But he was good. Good. I mean, there are elements to that trilogy that I like and some things that I don't like. I
I mean,
don't like that they killed off the daughter.
mhm.
I did like that whole little thing that was going on between Lori and Will Patton.
Yeah,
I
which they
thought
never
that was
really
a nice
explored.
little bit, but
Yeah.
no, they didn't. Just this guy who was like into her from way back, but never said anything, and then it's that, and then just like, is he even in
Yeah, he's in
Halloween?
it, but once again, it's like, yeah, he's in it, but once again, most of the story focuses on Corey
Yeah,
and her granddaughter. So like that whole little like all that is that's what makes me so mad about the movies because
yeah.
you had a really decent setup.
Mm-hmm.
You could have continued like when she's leaving that hospital, and I understand that you don't want to because the first two movies, much like the original first two movies, are on the same Halloween night. And you don't want to continue on to, this is the longest Halloween night ever for 3 whole movies. I get
Yeah.
it. I understand that. But you're setting up something where you're seeing Lori with a knife going after Michael Myers for killing her daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're headed out that direction and you completely forget about that. And when the time you catch back up with Lori, she's all fine. She don't care. Her daughter's dead. Michael Myers is gone, and she's making pumpkins and hanging out with her friends. And you're like, oh, so you don't give a shit anymore.
No.
And then all of a
Well,
sudden he comes back
Evil
at the end
dies
and
tonight.
yeah, evil dies. What's this? Halloween Kills is so goofy and over the top. It's a 80s sequel slasher film that is just so dumb and fun. So, so regardless. But anyway, I don't know how we got into all this. But anyways, what else do you want to talk about?
I brought it up. I don't know. That's how this show goes, folks.
Yeah.
It's Tangents. Tangents, the series. Thank you. And good night. Anyway, I don't. Anything that you're looking forward to, either in theaters or maybe an upcoming physical release or anything?
Let's see here. In theater wise, what is coming out? What is coming out in theaters? I don't care about the Toy Story movies. I know people love them. I don't care for Toy Story. I like the first two. But I'm not really a cartoon guy myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really a cartoon guy. Even when I was a kid, like my cartoons I liked were like Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, and only like a handful of the Disney movies. And then once I got to a certain point, I was kind of like done with cartoons when I got older. So like the Toy Story, like that stuff don't interest me. I don't care for Supergirl. I have no interest in Supergirl. What is coming out in the theaters? Do you know what's coming out? What is coming out?
I keep forgetting. That's the
So
thing.
I haven't heard much. Everybody's been talking about the Toy Story and Supergirl so much that I really don't know what's coming
You've
after.
kind of forgotten about everything else.
Yeah.
Is that I know there's Godzilla Minus Zero, but that's not until Christmas.
That'd be good. Yeah, that's coming.
There's Tom Cruise's movie, but that's not until November. Digger.
Be careful with that name.
Werewolf is another one.
That's Christmas too, and I want to see that.
That's Christmas.
I do want to see a werewolf.
That's the thing is I keep forgetting, and then someone will remind me of a title, and I go, "Oh yeah, that one," and I'll forget again. That's the problem. Is that there's nothing really memorable anymore. There's that nothing stands out. It's just that I don't get excited for anything like I used to.
It's few and far between.
I mean, Obsession and Backrooms, but I would have gone and see those anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Obsession's 4K. I plan on buying that. As Psycho Not Your Daddy out in your chat. So how are you? Yes.
Hello.
Forbidden Planet 4K. Yes, I'm looking forward to Forbidden Planet 4K. Tequila Sunrise in 4K.
Nice.
The movie Go in 4K. I like that movie. That was a good movie. I'm really looking forward to Werewolf. I mean, I know Eggers did come out and say that he's throwing away some of the werewolf mythology, like the Silver Bullet, and Moonlight, and all that. It's kind of like, but at least he's keeping it a curse. So it is a curse. I like that better than the Blumhouse. It's an affection Wolfman movie, which wasn't a Wolfman movie.
No,
it was an affection.
Everybody I've seen, I saw like the makeup for that, and I'm like, that's not a wolf.
It's not. It's just some guy like hobo. But no. So I'm excited about that. Yeah,
really more than anything is what I've heard. So I still haven't seen it. So
I've heard it. I've heard nothing good from it.
No,
but no, the Eggers werewolf. I like Eggers. I did like Nosferatu. I know some people didn't, but I did like Nosferatu. I thought it was really good. I'm looking forward to Werewolf. Like I am looking forward to buying Obsession on 4K. That was probably one of my favorite new movies I've seen. I really enjoyed that movie. I know that's a Gen Z horror movie, but I think there's enough themes in there of relationship wise for men and women and what they go through. Because I don't think a lot of people understood that. Because like I hate the people coming out, like the women coming out of the audience saying all men are evil and deserve to be lonely. I'm like, you missed the complete point of the whole fucking movie. Sorry, I don't use it.
No, that's fine.
But I was like, you missed the whole point of the movie of what this movie was about. Yes, Bear was the villain. Yes, Bear did horrible things to Nikki. I get that. Yes. But also, were you not paying attention? Because clearly this whole friends group and what people go through in the dating world was all toxic. His friend was sleeping with the girl he wanted behind his back and also was trying to give him advice to get with this girl. There was another girl that secretly loved him, but couldn't tell her, but waited till he was in a relationship, or at least she thought he was, to come forward and after she slams her face with a bottle to say, you know what? I like you.
Yeah.
Do you not see that this whole movie is about men and women all together?
Yes.
And what people go through with dating, even in the Gen Z world, is that's what scares them, is dating and talking to a woman. Right. So that's the horror for them, but also for somebody who's gone through relationships and stuff. It's like you see this, like especially now that you're older, you're like, you see this and you're like, yes. And plus they combine it with enough horror that it really works, in my opinion. So yeah.
Psychonaut says my favorite is Bad Moon. With Moon, OG. Loved Nosferatu as well.
Nosferatu was good. I haven't seen Backrooms, but Obsession was good. I've heard Backrooms was all right.
I tell you what pushed Backrooms over the top for me. And number one, I know that they are going to re-release it with like 15 extra minutes. I think that's a mistake. I think leave it the way it is. You know, it would be a really good like DVD special feature. I don't think it needs to be in theaters. I'll tell you what pushed that movie over the top for me was when she's being chased by the creature, I'll say, without giving too much away. And it chases her into that room that's just like a bottomless pit. And she's only got like a ledge like this big to walk around as this thing is chasing her, as she has to go up to get away. She has to go up these stairs that could lead to who knows where. You know, and if you've ever seen the original short films, she opens that door, that could be 30,000 feet straight fucking down.
Yeah.
You don't know. But the point is I have had nightmares of that exact room. I mean, exactly that room. And I'm like, whoa, okay. You're in my subconscious now. You know. So for me, it was scary because it was going into areas that do scare me. And it's very rare that a movie does that, you know. I have never been in a situation like what's in Obsession. And if I ever did use one of those, you know, One Wish Willows, I would maybe word things a little bit better.
Exactly. What makes it so much fun is like when you read up on like some of the stuff is like he told her not to act like she was possessed because it's not a possession. He told her to act like she was this like just over the top girlfriend.
Mhm.
And I mean, yes, exactly. When you just like let it go, and yes, and it's like she sells the movie. Honestly, she sells the movie
Absolutely. Yeah.
100%. And the fact that I thought it just worked so well for me. I know some people thought it was funny. I didn't think it was fun. I mean, yes, there's comedy in it. But I didn't think it was a funny. I didn't think it
There's
was a
one
comedy or a
scene.
dark comedy. There is some legit horror
Yeah.
scenes in this movie, like when she's standing in the corner, and I'm sorry, I thought that was scary.
I
Like when
cracked
she's
up.
saying, I thought it was. I freaked out about it. I didn't laugh at it.
No, but the thing with me is I go to all of my all the movies that I go to the same theater.
Mm-hmm.
You start to see a lot of the same people.
Mm-hmm.
They go to all of the same movies. They got to that scene, and when he first wakes up, and this is before he sees that she's in the corner, right? I'm like, check the ceiling. And the whole theater cracked up.
Also, yeah,
Weapons.
Yeah.
I check my ceilings to see if Amy Madigan's fucking hanging up there, for God's sake.
Weapons was also another movie where I know a lot of people thought it was really funny. I thought it was. I know people laughed at the end with the kids
at the
chasing
end.
them. I personally, I didn't find that. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was actually kind of traumatizing because when you really think about it, you see these kids. Yeah, it's funny because the kids are chasing them and they're going through houses.
And there's that one guy who's just like, well, you don't see that every day.
Exactly. Yeah, I get why some people laughed at that stuff. And
yeah,
I can go, but as like somebody who's got kids and stuff and deals with kids, like that is extremely traumatizing because you have these kids that have been captured and now they're tearing apart this girl, and then when they snap to, they're like traumatized for the rest of their life. And I thought that was very frightening.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but that dark.
It's a dark sense of humor, 100%. But I also like.
No, I get it.
To me, like Weapons and Obsessions were not funny movies. I did laugh. Did they have comedy in them? Yes, but to me, Weapons and Obsessions were horror movies. And I guess I'm just coming at it a very different because, like, when you been through horrible relationships and you have kids and stuff like that, and that shit is frightening. It is frightening. But I get why people laugh. So I'm not saying I don't get why people laugh. I get why people laugh.
Psychonaut My Daddy says, I agree. Wasn't much to be excited for these days for theater.
Much.
No, I mean, if I'll be honest, if I didn't have my mystery movie night program to go, I probably wouldn't go as much because most of those movies are movies I wouldn't go see on my own.
Right.
I'm not going to go to the theater to see Wizard of the Kremlin. I would have waited for streaming for Over Our Dead Bodies, or whatever the hell the name of it was. And as it turned out, it was pretty much on digital 2 weeks after it was released. Which is another thing too, is the whole thing between theater and digital is, and they keep going into this whole thing of 45 days, 90 days. Mm-hmm. How many movies have come out in the last couple of years literally a few weeks later were on digital? Like there was one of the movie nights we did was a movie called Dead of Winter with Emma Thompson and Judy Greer again from Halloween, and it's like this kidnapping plot that she stumbles on, and and she's in I think in Minnesota or like somewhere near the Canada border. Everybody's doing that Fargo accent, Did a whole movie, and she just kind of way over cooks it. Oh darn phooey, and oh my god, and oh that guy just died over there. Oh no, And I swear that movie, 2 weeks after it was in theaters, was on digital. It was that quick. It's
sad.
because it's not like the old days where you're going to have a movie like E.T. out in theaters for a year. You know, gone are the days. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I sneezed. Oh my god. Sorry.
Bless you.
Gone are the days where you have like the midnight screenings, where you have the Rocky Horror Picture Shows, where you have the Evil Deads. You know, is they don't make the theater experience an event anymore.
Mhm.
It feels like, you know, come on through, next
Yeah.
group, you know, and you know,
It's
this
a
year,
conveyor belt of content.
yeah, content, and it. But this year, I mean, there have been a few differences. Project Hail
Obsession,
Mary, even though it's on
Project Hail
digital.
Mary,
Um,
Obsession, even
Obsession
Backrooms,
with Michael.
Michael. They've all sort of, you
Yeah.
know, had those moments of movies. They've sort of brought back sort of those feelings that you were just mentioning about getting excited for a movie again. And in some cases, a couple of them were left in the theaters longer than the normal 45 days they do now. So yeah, those are something rare in today's day and age. I mean, look, when even a Steven Spielberg movie can't get people back in the theaters, that's a sad day.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that was something that people were looking forward to, and it came out, and it's just like sort of that was it. It was gone. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll be on digital soon because nobody's really watching it in the theaters, and that's kind of sad to see that happen to Steven Spielberg.
Mhm.
Uh,
And Psychonaut says, glad you had the experience, just wasn't for me. No, I get it. You know, I've brought up a few movies tonight that I know are not for everybody that I liked. Greg's has been the same way.
yeah. If we all
that's
liked the
fine.
same thing, it would
It'd
suck.
just be boring.
It
Yeah.
would be boring. I like
Yeah.
the fact that maybe I like something that people I like don't like. That doesn't bother me. I'm saying like I said, like I get so many. There are times when I can get so many people coming at me, like I personally attack them for not liking a movie or for like you know how many people hate me for liking Scream 7? I have so many people that absolutely hate me, wish death on me because I like Scream 7.
Hmm.
Because they feel like I'm personally attacking them for liking that movie.
Well, without going too far into the controversy, because that would be a whole other show,
Yeah.
is you have the people who were like the fans of, you know, 5 and 6 and wanted to see the Carpenter sisters continue. And okay, this is the Melissa Barrera show now,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like, look, I didn't see those movies, so I don't know. I stopped after 4, to
I
be
don't
honest,
blame
and I
you.
thought the 4th movie was pushing things a bit. But as you said earlier, Scream is Sidney Prescott,
100%.
and she's got to be there. She's, you know, Randy even says it,
Well, yep.
and I think 3 that you know that this is all about you. It's just been
Yep.
about you from the beginning.
It's what it is. It's what
You
it,
know.
like. Look? Did we need a 4, 5, 6, and 7? 100% no. Scream honestly should have stopped at 3. I've grown to love 4 more than I used to. 5 and 6 were trash. I don't care what anybody says; they were trash. 7 was good. It had an opportunity to fix things in 7, which they didn't quite take. There is problems with it. 100% there's I feel like they did Matthew Lillard a little dirty, and the ending could have been a little better, and they could have brought Dewey back. 100% there was a way to bring Dewey back by ignoring 5 and 6. They didn't do that, but it's a miracle that the movie they made out of that is actually a really good movie. It's a Scream movie, and I think one of the things that so many people get upset about is because it's just a traditional Scream slasher film. It's not saying anything new. It's not like, oh, like how Obsession and Backroom says something new to the horror genre. Scream 7 is like that. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street 4. It's like, Halloween 4, Scream 7. It's like, just, okay, this is what I come to see these movies for. I'm seeing Ghostface. I'm seeing Michael Myers. I'm seeing Freddy do what they do. And Sydney's there. And now she's got a daughter. And they're doing a little nostalgia bait with some of the stuff from the previous movies. But they really don't hold on. I think so many people didn't watch that movie because there's only like 3 references to the original movie, and most of that after that it's kind of just its own movie. It's like there's way more references to the first Scream and Scream 5 than any Scream movie. That movie is built around nostalgia. I don't care what people say. In fact, they even call it Scream. It's not even called Scream 5. It's called Scream. So what's that tell you? But no, like Scream 7, like I enjoyed it. It's not perfect. And no, it's not saying anything new or being something special and fancy and over the top and whatever. It just was a good old classic slasher flick, and that's what I liked about it. Yeah, it had problems, but I liked it, and it's like, whew, people hate me. They really hate me. It's sad. It's sad. Trust me, Steven. Some of the shit I've seen thrown my way for just liking that movie, you don't want. It's a thing, man. I tell you. I don't even get hate for saying I like Superman. I can say I like Superman 2025. I'm just like, oh, you're dumb. I'll get that. I'm like, oh, cool. That's okay. But I say I like Scream 7. I should die. So
some people. I don't know.
It's some people, man.
Yeah. Why am I not in the Star Wars fandom anymore? Because you guys told me to leave. As I recall, I was told, and I quote, "Screw your OT." Mm-hmm. That's the people we have to deal with, folks.
I will say, I like being part of the horror fandom because it's probably the best fandom I've ever been a part of. The worst I've ever been treated in the horror fandom, like I said, is from the Scream 5 and 6 fans, but that's because they're like the Star Wars and the Star Trek fans and the New Who fans. But like the worst I've ever been treated are by those fans, the new Star Wars fans and the new Star Trek fans. Like I have been treated horrible by them. So like I don't really deal with that much anymore. I'm just like, whatever. And I move, I just move on. You just got to move on from it at times because people just, it's just, I find that a sad life for those people that they, that they would rather just berate and attack you for not liking what they like. And that's why I keep telling you here on this show, like the fact that the people like the people that like Nerderotic or Geeks and Gamers or the Critical Drinker or whatever, those are the best people I've ever talked to. Because even if they absolutely hate some of the movies we've talked about tonight, that they typically do, they hate them, but they're honest and they don't treat you bad and they don't berate you or look down upon you, even if you maybe like what they don't like. To where the people that claim to be the good people and that love this movie and you should see this movie and you for this is like those people will say horrible, nasty, mean shit to you, and it's like, why would I want to be part of your group?
Yeah.
So.
Well, on that note, speaking of Doctor Who, if you stay till the end of this broadcast, you will be automatically redirected over to Troy Pacelli's channel for his Doctor Who rewatch. He is in season 2 with yes,
Tennant,
starring
David Tennant.
No, the original.
Oh, the original with
the true first Doctor.
The true
William Hartnell. Yes.
Nice.
And the next episodes are the next 2 episodes are an entire arc in themselves. So you're going to get an entire story arc tonight. if you go over to Troy Pellic's channel, which you will do right after this broadcast. So, Greg, let the people know what you are going to be up to for next week.
You can go over to my channel, FanZcene Vids, and check out my videos. I'm a little busy at the moment. I haven't had. I feel bad because I haven't been able to put out a lot of videos lately because the summertime is killing me with stuff I have to do and everything. So that sucks when you're trying to build a channel. But I will try to have videos out this week. Every Wednesday we do the physical media show on my channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time with Tom Connors. Sometimes Steven shows up. And sometimes I do it by myself. So, I do that every Wednesday there. And I do have another channel called the Horror Channel, which I haven't focused on that as much as I should. I'm trying to get people to do so I can do new episodes of the Horror Channel podcast, which I really love doing that. I've only done 4 over there. It's a new channel. I just started it. So I'm trying to build that, but I haven't had a chance. It sucks because I really wanted to focus on that a little more, and I just have not. So, but don't let this deter you from my channel stuff that I haven't been able to do things. I'm going to be doing things. I just need to get some free time.
Right on. And as for myself, the Mystery Movie Night podcast, Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I'll be joined by my co-host Sin's Corner and a revolving round table of guests, including Enigma Severus, Kyle Corwithoff to cover The Movie Man, Lost in the Real, and Rachel the Elder Millennial, and find out who shows up and what the movie is going to be Tuesday night. Right after that at 8:30, live from Sparkwood and 21. My Twin Peaks retrospective series, co-hosted by Troy Pellic, Netters Network, and Aged Boomer. We're going to be watching an episode from season 2 called Arbitrary Law, which is the episode that resolves the Laura Palmer murder storyline. And
which was never supposed to be solved.
No. Thank you, Bob Iger.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about that on Tuesday night. And let's see. Thursday, I'll be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater. This week's movie is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yes, McLean in New York. Die Hard 3.
Nice.
That'll be at 5:30 on Thursday. And then later that night is my program, Coming Attractions, where you get to find out where I will be in the next week. So, okay, we're going to thank you, Greg, once again, taking the time out to come on and join the show. Thank you to everyone who was with us in the chat. And thank you to everybody who might have been lurking. I know there were some. Thank you for watching. You don't have to engage with the chat, just as long as you enjoy the show. Hit the like, share out the stream.
Yes, sir.
Follow Greg's channels. If you're new to mine and you like what you see, follow me too. Memberships are available on both of our channels. Become members, please. And I'm going to go ahead and do a heart out. And I will.
A heart what?
Heart out.
Oh, okay.
So no preamble. We're just going to hit the end stream. Porky Pig will come up and say hello and doing all that. And I know that's Fred Flintstone, but so everybody head on over to Troy's channel for Doctor Who. And as I say at the end of every broadcast, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.